So, before this starts, I want to first start off by saying this beginning part is actually being re recorded because after going through, I would say, this discussion, maybe that may not be the right word. I'm not sure. So, basically, it kind of went into a direction that I wasn't planning on, which is fine. I mean, I actually liked it, I actually enjoyed it. So I basically had to re-record this because it didn't really fit with what we were talking about and what this became. So I'm here to tell y'all and introduce you to this new series that I have no idea what it is or what to call it. So I'm gonna leave it to y'all. Hey, if you have an idea what to call this series, please leave it down below. Whoever listens to this, give me some ideas. But basically, I want to talk to you real quick and tell you how this started and what I'm going to do with it because this is the first episode and I wanted to keep you informed. So, the reason why I started this was because I was looking at a lot of my friends on social media, talking to people. I've been seeing them go through it. I've been seeing them have a tough time. I've been seeing some people bored, stressed out, need something to do. And I wanted to open up this platform for everybody. So, if they want to speak their mind, just talk, just get things out, that's what this is for. Heck, in this episode, you're gonna see the moment where I just stopped giving a f- Seriously, that it really happens like that. So, I also want to say, since this is going on my YouTube, so welcome to 524, where basically this was supposed to be an entertainment channel, but as you know, the world changed, things had to change, and this is still going to be more an entertainment channel, which is what I want it to be, but it's also going to have this on there now too, and we're probably going to start with this for a little while. So, since I meant to ask you this at the end, I forgot to put this in. So because I want everybody to be involved, I want to basically put it out there for what's going on in the world today. What do you feel that we can do to kind of fix the problem? Like, what is your solution? How can we fix it? If you have any ideas, please leave it down below. Whoever listens to this, yeah, please leave it down below because, just want to hear different ideas. And the ones I feel that are the best, I'll definitely read them off on the next episode if anyone responds. But anyways, we're about to get started pretty soon here. I just wanted to, take this time to talk to you, let you know how this came to be. And just so you know, because this is going on YouTube, just in case I have any issues, I'm currently working on my website, thegdesigns.com. And once it's up, you could go there and I'll make sure to have all of these up there. Anyways, we're about to get started, so I hope you enjoy this. And yeah, I mean, there's not much I want to say. I don't want to keep rambling because I'm good at rambling. So here we go. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. And again, if you have an idea what to call this, please leave it down below. All right, so now we're starting. So if you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, I am Rafael Novoa, burgeoning artist and student. Pretty much it.
Yeah, man, it's been a while since we talked. What you been up to?
I just got a job doing, wage slaving for corporations, which is not really what I want to be doing, but it is what it is for now.
Yeah, gotta pay bills, huh?
Got to pay those bills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust me. I basically just lost all my clientele, so I got.
Yeah, tell me about it. Like applying for other jobs is the wrong time to do it right now, too.
Oh man, yeah, it's like really really bad. I mean, I can't find nothing, so I've been trying to do like a lot of at home like jobs. I've been trying to apply for, and there's one I'm still waiting on, and then there's one that hit me up and said that they're gonna go with somebody else, but they said like if they have another opening, they'll call me back in.
Right.
So I'm not happy about that.
What can you do? Like that's the line they give you.
Yeah, it's bullcrap because I need money right now. I mean, I'm already about to have to cancel my business insurance. I'm lucky out here. They're actually gonna have me push back my business night license renewal payment to June 30th, but I paid in June, so it doesn't really make a difference for me.
Right.
But I mean, it's helping me out. I mean that's helped me out a little bit, but nah, man, it's just getting rough. I just been going through everything, just canceling thing. I'm still waiting to get paid for my last order, which I haven't gotten. So it's just, yeah, these times are rough, man.
And not just that, but it's rough. Everyone is confused, but leadership is all over the place. Like this is where we lucked out with Donald Trump. When he got elected, people were like, "Oh, it's the end of the world." No, no, give him a chance. And here we are. You know why we don't have CDC preparedness? They're the Because he canceled the pandemic response team just because they had Obama's name on them.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Ah, man. I don't know, man. You know what? Well, I'm sure we're all suffering. So why don't we talk about something different, man? Because through these times, I try to bring people up as best as we can.
Okay, for sure, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
man. Because I'm with you with that, but it's like, man, like I know we all going through it. So the one thing I want to talk to you about, because I mean, I know a lot of people don't know, but we used to do game nights, man. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about board games.
Okay, for sure, dude.
Yeah, so I was wondering, have you found any new ones or
Yeah, there's a few. I was playing this Ghostbuster game.
what? All right, how does
Yeah.
how does this go?
Well, it's actually kind of got a lot of RPG elements. So you play as the old school Ghostbusters, and it's not just a one playthrough. So as you play multiple times, their stats keep going up. You start busting ghosts. You take the Ecto one around to different places. So it's almost like D&D for Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. Is it as complicated as D&D, or is it kind of like easier?
It's easier. It's whittled down as far as the rules.
Yeah, cause I remember them D&D nights. Those nights were pretty crazy.
There's a lot of math, right?
Oh heck yeah, dude! I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes we be playing, I be almost falling asleep half the time.
For sure. You
yeah,
did you did once or twice, but we played way into the hours of the morning. So
heck yeah.
yeah,
I remember one time we played all the way till 5 o'clock in the morning. That was crazy.
yeah. There's a few where we I don't know if you were there for all of them, but there was some where we just kind of played all night, went to Denny's, and then played more in the morning.
I
I think
was
you had stopped.
I was there
You
for
had
one of
probably stopped.
those. I was there for one of those.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, that because I remember you said a couple of times you did that. But yeah, I was there for one of those. I remember one time. Yeah, I was there for the one time where we were playing, and then we walk out. It was basically daylight.
Yeah, yeah. That happens a lot.
yeah, that one was crazy. Um.
Good times, man.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. So what else is out there that we should be looking into?
Uh, what else is out there?
Yeah,
As far as, as far as
as
what?
far as board games, like
There's a bunch. I don't really play too much right now. I was playing that
hmm
one with my nephew.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. One of my favorite
Those are
ones was
fun.
that House on the Haunted Hill. That one was fun.
Yeah, that was a great game.
Yeah, I mean, you want to explain that to people to tell people how it goes?
Uh, it's basically a tiled system game where you explore a mansion. You put down tiles, pull cards as you play. The good thing about it is that you're playing up to one point where you build up the stats of your characters, and once you pull a certain amount of a certain card, the game flips on its head. Someone betrays you, and different scenarios play out depending on where you are and what card you pulled. So you could be playing a slasher film. You could be playing against demons or vampires. It's a sick game.
Yeah, it's actually by far was probably one of my favorite ones that we ever did. Like, I actually want to get that game.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's one I've been looking into.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what else do you talk about on this podcast?
Man, this is actually the first episode, so I'm actually starting this
I
up.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, so I'll just like to let you know. So I'm actually doing another podcast, but it's taking a while for that one to release because we haven't been able to get guests on there. So the reason why I actually explained this before you got on the call, but the reason why I started this one up is because of the times, and like that's why I know you saw my Instagram post where it's like if you guys don't have anything to do, you could just give me a call and we'll hop on here and have a conversation, just talk about random stuff. So that's
Mm-hmm.
basically why I did this because it's like hey, I'm gonna be home for a while. I can't really do nothing. I'm not really making any money, so the only thing I've been doing so far is just YouTube stuff, and I decided to start this up just so it gives me and like whoever wants to call in something to do, and we could talk and chop it up, and because and I'll just say this compared to the other podcasts that I'm working on, which I feel like that's more like interview based and more about them. This one's just more like just conversation. I'm trying to make this one more conversation like with single person, just chopping it up about whatever, just seeing where it goes.
Right, right.
So I'm trying to make those two, very very different from the other one where I feel like it's more about the person coming on, trying to find out more about them, having conversations, learning more about the person. Whereas this is just more of a conversation base.
I guess. I guess.
Yeah. So
Well, right now I kind of feel like talking about the times is the thing to do, just because it's still fresh and people are panicking and stuff out there. You know.
yeah, we could talk a little bit about it. I mean, I'm trying to stay away from certain things, but especially because the problem is that if I mean, because like I said, I'm going to put this on YouTube, and if this goes on YouTube, guess what happens? You get demonetized, so I can't make no money off of this. Not say I'm monetized now, but
Or do they?
yeah, yeah. So basically, what happens if you say the certain word, you basically don't get paid for this.
Right, right. Well, you
So
can edit it.
yeah, but I don't want to take the time to do it.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, but no, we could talk a little bit about it. I mean, I guess there are some things I want to touch on. So I want to kind of stay away from more of the political stuff, and actually, that's one of the first things I want to ask you, man. Is how you're doing over there, and what's been happening, what you've been going through.
It's good, man. I'm taking once the governor shut things down in the state. I decided to take some time off from work because I have my grandma in the house. She's 92.
Oh,
I can't afford to get sick.
oh yeah, yeah. Actually, the sad part is I was just reading. I guess his actress just lost her father due to the. I just said it.
Yeah.
I just said it. Oh well, forget it. We're in the hole now. Might as well just go all the way into it.
I mean, that's the thing to talk about right now. That's what's going to get you clicks, man.
Yeah.
Uh, people need people need an outlet. People need to know what other people are doing. People need to know that there's others out there going through the same thing, even though we know it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you with that. All right, then, yeah, man. So then, what have you been going through? Because I mean, like, yeah, it must be tough having your grandmother there with you.
I mean, no, that's good because she's safe. Um, my family's spread out all over the country right now, which that is taxing because my brother is up in Nevada and my sister's in New York, and New York is having a hell of a time.
Oh, New York's bad, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
I
so
think
she's
that,
quarantined.
yeah, I think they just called in the military out there, if I remember right.
Yeah, she's self quarantined about a week ago. So you gotta kind of wait 2 weeks to even know if you're sick.
Yeah,
So it's nerve wracking.
yeah. And the other issue is, which I don't think people think about, is that if you're asymptomatic, which certain people are, and that's the problem.
That too.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so have you heard anything from your sister about what's going down in New York? Like,
It's crazy, man. She's got people in her building on the floor above her, people on the floor below her that have it.
oh,
Um,
for reals?
but there's like hundreds of people in the building.
Yeah.
Like there's that many people getting it in New York that it's everywhere.
Oh, geez.
All she can do is bunker down Her boyfriend is in his apartment. She's in her apartment, and luckily he said if she needs anything, he'll be there for her. Good man for that. But it's nerve wracking, you know.
Yeah, for reals. What do you think about the people going out and partying at this point?
I think they're gonna regret it. I think at that age, I understand it. At that
Mm-hmm.
age, you think you're invincible. But what they don't know is even though you're not gonna die per se if you're 20, it could still hit you hard. And there's a lot of people leaving with 20% less lung capacity at the end of it. Even if they are fine, they get a little sick. This thing basically makes your lungs be attacked by your very own nervous system.
Yeah.
So they'll regret it. And the horrible thing is that they're taking it home, they're spreading it. Um, they're probably going to spread it to their own families, so they'll definitely regret it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have an issue with being optimistic. I mean, I definitely get it. Just when you look at the world, I mean, I've talked to some people that said this is a conspiracy theory, but with the way the world's closing down, not just like one place or one area, but the world, it kind of makes me think. Well, it lets me know that it's bigger than what people are saying. Like this is just a conspiracy theory and people are overblown because I doubt this many companies and this many areas around the world will close all this stuff down.
It's already exploded. Like
Yeah.
the curve of infection is out of control. They need to bring it down. The danger is because more people are going to be getting sick at once than we have the ability to treat them. So if too many people are getting sick too fast, once it reaches that line of our ability to treat them, anybody more than that, they're just gonna be left on their own. Most of them are gonna die.
Yeah. You see, right now I'm reading an article right now, but it basically is saying right now that they're saying the coronavirus lockdown could last 10 to 12 weeks.
I mean, this thing is gonna be around for a year at least. It's
Yeah.
gonna it's gonna feel better at the end of the summer, and then in the winter it's gonna come back.
Yeah, well, the thing I'm
It's
worried
not gonna
about
go away.
is what I'm worried about is the bugs, man. Like during the summer, you're gonna have a lot of bugs that's gonna bite people and carry it to other people.
Um, I don't know that it can be transmitted that way. I don't think they know yet.
Yeah, but
Still
that's
a
what I'm worried.
possibility.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm worried about.
that's nothing to worry about right now. Though. Right now, people need to get if we don't have people getting away from the large groups, then it's just going to spread out of control even before the bugs get here.
Yeah,
You know, so there's too much to do for people, and too many people are just ignoring it. There's people going to parties. There's people going to the beaches. There's people going to bars every night, and a lot of them are. I hate to say, but a lot of them are Trump voters. You know, they're denyists. They deny climate change, and they're denying this just because it hasn't happened to them personally yet. And this thing takes 14 days to incubate. So everybody in that bar could have it, and they can keep going there for 14 more days, spreading it to more people.
yeah,
So
yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I'm on CNN right now. It's saying there are at least 30,000 confirmed cases, more than half in New York, and he said 384 people have died, which is low. But I think, but it's like what I've been hearing. Like it's that number's probably gonna go up.
well, it's exponential. We're 10 days behind where Italy is, and Italy has just had its spike. They got 5,000 more in one day.
Yeah, I think they said what was it, like 460 something died in one day.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And we're headed on that trajectory. The number of deaths increased, the number of cases increased because we don't even know. There's a reason they're not testing people. They have the capability to test people. They're not testing people because the politicians are making money off of it, and they're waiting around. They're telling people to go to work sick because those people are making money, spending money for those corporations. So that's why I made my decision to not go to work anymore until it's calmed down.
Yeah.
They literally did not give people masks. They did not give people gloves. They'll wipe down the counter once a day, once or twice a day, just to save face. Meanwhile, all those people are having coming in contact with others, possibly spreading it. We went from having no cases to having one case to having 5 cases in 2 days.
Yeah.
So the hospitals here are going to be filling up quick.
Yeah. I think that, well, that's why I don't know if you heard, they called in some naval ships to take on some of these people.
Oh yeah, they're going to be calling in a lot.
Yeah.
They're going to be trying to roll back people's freedoms too. Watch out for that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. What about the story about the one of our senators getting it?
Oh, there's a few of them that have it, and a bunch that don't even know they have it. I mean, at the same time, those same people waited to tell the American public so they could sell their stocks while the stocks were high because they knew a crash would come after they told people how bad it was going to get.
Mm.
Those people, Trump is talking like we're in war times, which if you see that virus as that kind of enemy, he's right. And if we mobilize like World War II, people that did stuff like that, you know what they did to them in World War II? I'm not going to say it, but those people were traitors. And these people have done something just as bad.
Yeah.
There's literally people going to be dying because they wanted to make some more money before letting people know. And now it's completely out of control. They could have done something.
All right. All right.
If you're not angry, if your listeners aren't angry, they should be livid.
Okay.
Every single person that dies, every person that gets sick, in the back of your mind needs to be: would this person have been fine had the GOP not done that?
Okay. Okay. So then let me ask you this. I don't know if you heard. I mean, staying on the same subject but going off task. Have you heard about GameStop and what's happening with that?
Oh, they finally shut them down, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's another one. That's another one, man. They just making money hand over fist because all these people, they're gonna lock themselves up. So hey, I might as well get some video games.
Yep. Pretty
I
much.
was working. I was working electronics at Target, and they said, oh, only grocery stores should remain open. So I thought they were gonna say, don't come in. We're gonna pay you. No, come in, sell video games, sell TVs. That's not. That's not. That's not an essential job at this time. Grocery store, sure. Selling people technology goods is not. Maybe cell phones. I could see cell phones being that, but that's not what was going on.
All right. Well then, with that being said, I mean, so you work at Target.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So what's going on over there? I mean, like, 'cause I haven't talked to somebody who's worked in retail in a while. So as an employee, I'm not sure how much you can say. You already kind of touched on it, but I mean, like, what's happening over there? What's going on? What are they doing to try to curb it? Are you happy with what's going on? If you don't mind talking about it, because I'm sure, because I mean, I know you got to keep your job, but whatever you could tell people about what's going on over there.
I mean, I'm not happy with it because they're not protecting the customers. They're not protecting the people that work there because they're just wanting to sell, sell, sell. If they wanted to, they could enforce restrictions. They could make it so people just had to pick up curbside, order online, pick your food up curbside. That's what they should be doing. Instead, they're letting people pack into the aisles, and then just rip everything off of the shelves. On top of that, they're not giving employees uh, masks, gloves. Uh, I decided I had to quarantine to protect my family, and supposedly on their website they're saying that they're going to be giving quarantine pay. When I talked to them at the store, apparently, supposedly, it's only if you have the coronavirus. Which, guess what? There's no tests available in the Antelope Valley right now.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm living with them too, man. They're completely mishandling it. They're doing it for profits. They're doing it at the expense of people, and not just that, but they're completely spreading. They're making the spread of this virus worse.
So they haven't told you anything, like nothing, like your like no emails, nothing, your newsletters or anything.
Oh, dude, and well, that's now. When the panic happened, when the panic hit, they didn't say a word. It was business as usual. Go to work, restock the shelves. They didn't start cleaning until people started a petition.
Well, how do your coworkers feel about it?
Dude, people are scared. No one's happy. I'm not gonna name names.
No,
I'm
no
not even.
problem. I'm
I'm not
not
even.
asking you to. I'm not asking you to.
You know, I'm not even going there right now.
Yeah.
So I have no doubt in my mind that everybody that stayed, everybody that's gonna keep working, they're all gonna get sick.
Mm.
And there's old people in those jobs, man. There's old people that handle everything in there.
Mm.
Corporation does not give a fuck.
Yeah, and I mean, and let's just be honest, because I mean, I don't know if you still live out where I'm at, but I know that we just had our first case come out here not too long ago. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I don't know how far it's spread yet. So, I mean, I'll admit it, man. It's definitely some scary times, man.
And they're not being honest about the spread either. I talked to a doctor that was at the store,
Hmm.
and supposedly in the newspaper that day we had one case in the Antelope Valley. He said there isn't one case. There's been one test. He tested positive. They stopped testing people. We had five. We had five people uh, that we think have it. He told me, and this was a week ago.
Hmm.
So by now, who knows? Hopefully, they started testing people again.
Yeah.
I
Well.
doubt it. Where are the tests?
Hmm.
If
What?
if if you wanted to go get tested right now, could you? Would you know where to go? Would your doctor give you a test? Would he be able to direct you where you need to go to get a test? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. If the answer is no, stay home. If
That.
you have anything to do about it. And the crazy thing about capitalism is that's where it's led us. Money before people. And all those people, they don't have the money to stay home.
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough that I have family to fall back with. And part of the reason I'm staying is to try to I hope I'm not infected already and protect them.
Well, I mean,
That's what you can do.
Have you shown it any symptoms?
None yet. I'm good. My last day of work was on Wednesday last week. So even though I'm still have no symptoms, I still have another week and some time before I'll know if I'm not exposed.
So are you so did you quit or are you just taking time off?
I'm on leave
Oh, okay. Wait a minute, they have a leave now?
because of the virus.
Oh, so what, it's one of those things where it's like if you don't want to work, you don't have to work?
Yeah.
Okay. And is
They
there
need to quarantine the state. They need to quarantine the nation. If they wanted to, they could mobilize so much effort across the country. Get people that need to work, get them clean suits, get them a place where they can get changed and in a sterile environment, do the work that they need to pack up food and supplies for people, masks, gloves, uh, cleaning solutions, all that good stuff, and get it sent out to people all across the country, as well as give them money. They're talking about that relief package. Trump wants to do $1,200 one time, but the champion of the people, Bernie, He's saying 2,000 a month is minimum what would get us through this. And that's true. There's people
Yeah.
that have nothing. And if they're going to be paying for their rent, paying for their children's food, paying for their food, paying for gas, etc., paying for their mortgages, that's the minimum what we need.
I agree with that. I definitely think 1,200 is too low. I mean, even just for me to pay for my expenses and my debts and all the stuff I gotta pay for it. Like I said, I'm about to have to cancel a couple of things.
Exactly, exactly. And even how unlucky that is, you still find yourself as one of the lucky ones. There's a million homeless people in this country right now. You get mad at somebody for saying something positive about a communist country. Communist countries don't have homeless people all over the place. At minimum, they have a place to stay. We're about to see some deaths specifically because after the 2008 crash, we threw out a million people on their asses on the streets. They're still out there 12 years later. And what's going to happen now? They got nothing. We're going to give them nothing. They're going to catch it. They're going to spread it. What do we do as a country after that?
Well, I'm not sure if you
Land of the
heard, but
free.
I was reading in California right now. I think they're about to take a bunch of the homeless off the streets and put them in hotels and quarantine them. It's from what the
It's not
article I
enough.
read.
Have you been to Skid Row? It's not enough.
Yeah.
That's a PR move. That's a PR move, like Target saying they're going to give sick pay when there are no tests.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Talk to HR. Let them know if you have the virus, and we'll give you sick pay. I can't get a test to know if I have the virus. Oh, you're on leave. Oh, you're homeless. Well, show up to so and so, and we're going to give you a room. Show up. There's 2,000 people outside waiting for 30 rooms. I guarantee you that's how it's going to pan out.
Yeah.
And having them find a few hotels to put people in, there's a million people, including children, on the streets. You've seen them. You've seen them around Lancaster. Whenever you go to Walmart, whenever you go to get gas, they're there. The nameless people that have been forgotten and stepped over.
Yeah.
They are going to be forgotten right now, and we're going to see what happens to them. And it's gonna be a shame, a stain on the country for forever going forward. That's gonna be part of what we remember.
Well, let me ask you this. I don't know if you have the full answers, but what would your solutions be to all of this? Like what do you feel like we can do to try to curb this or stop? Like what would you do if you had power? I should say.
Well, we have thousands of foreclosed homes that are just vacant and empty all over the country. If we set all of those up and just put people up in there at even just temporarily, enough to test everyone, get everyone off of the streets and get everyone tested. Everyone who's positive needs to be quarantined and cared for, supplied for with everything. And then everybody who's not positive can go back to living normal. And then from there on, we get weekly testing to identify new cases. After that, it'll disappear. Just because every time someone's positive, we quarantine them and care for them. And like that, we'd have enough ventilators for them. Here's where you're going to see the big problems. There's not enough ventilators going around. There's going to be way too many people getting sick at once, and we're going to have to make a decision. Do we save this person's life or do we save that person's life? Is this person too old? Is that person too sick? Does this person have too many underlying conditions? There's so much that we can do, but it's all locked up with politicians being, oh, how much is it going to cost? How much does this human life have value versus this other human life versus my personal uh, stock exchange, bank account, etc., offshore account? I want to buy a super yacht next year. Am I only gonna have to get one? Fucking politicians, man. They created this. They're letting it get worse. And they're looking out for themselves.
Well, yeah. I don't know what to say, man. For me, just things are crazy. I mean, I'm happy to hear what you think, man. I mean, I'll just be real with you, man. I mean, you said a lot, man, and I mean, I'm
I've
just
been thinking about it, man. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I could tell. I mean, I'm just happy that you at least have a solution in mind. You know, whether it's right or wrong, at least you thought about solution at least. So
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
yeah, man.
I'm not saying it's the right solution. You put me on the spot. What would I do? That's off the top of my head. But I've been thinking about it.
Yeah,
There's things we could do.
yeah. Well, I think for me, the best thing you can do, whoever you are, is just at least keep informed. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's the least you can do, in my personal opinion. No matter which way you go about it, as long as you stay informed, at least from there you'll be able to do something. You know, whether it's right or wrong. And I'm not condoning whatever. I'm not saying it's good or right or wrong. But what I am saying is that at least keep yourself informed because at
There's
least
a
you'll
lot of little things.
go ahead.
There's a lot of little things you got to be informed on. Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, the gas stations, when you go to get gas, you need to wear gloves, get rubber gloves to go to put gas. The virus lives 2 to 3 days on metal.
Yeah.
You touching the metal at a gas station, that is a vector of transmission. A lot of people are getting it that way and they don't even know. Hopefully, they start wiping them down, doing something about it. What they need to do is have gas station attendants pump your gas for you, like the old days. That's what needs to happen.
Mm. That would actually be a good idea. I actually like that idea.
Yeah,
Tell these gas companies to get on it.
true, true.
And that's actually I actually do like that idea. Have people. I mean, like you said, doing curbside. Go pick up your order, having people pump for you. Yeah, I think that would actually curb a lot of this stuff. So I totally agree.
But they'll make less money because of that, so it's not going to happen.
Mm,
Fucking corporations. You know how many people the gas stations would have to hire? You know how many people that they would have to pay on leave or whatever else to do that everywhere? Or how many people are just not willing to retrain for the money it would cost? They're
yeah.
weighing lives. They're weighing lives against money, and the money they're holding that hand a little lower, saying, "Oh, this money is too heavy. We can't lose all that."
Okay, I'm with you. Mm.
And where's Joe Biden with all this? Have you heard from Joe Biden? Nothing. Bernie Sanders is doing a nightly freaking talk to the country, fireside chats, coming up with solutions, doing legislation. But the people want Bernie Sanders. That's not true. It's insane to me. I don't understand it. And hopefully this opens people's eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that would be a silver lining. I'm saying that's the only way we're going to survive.
Yeah. I agree because the repercussions could be definitely worse.
Oh, this could get a million times worse. People, and it still hasn't even gotten as bad as it's gonna get. It's not even close. Have you seen they're calling them coffin trucks in Italy? Literally a caravan of big military trucks just filled with dead bodies.
Mm.
They're losing thousands a day. Imagine your fucking family member dies of the coronavirus. It's a really bloody, painful way for them to die, and then their corpse gets taken and thrown into the back of this truck with a few hundred other people, driven who knows where to a mass grave, and just thrown in 1,000 at a time. That's what's about to happen in the country.
Mm.
They have already made it illegal to have funerals and weddings. Why would they do that? Because you're not going to get one.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to them. Really, we shouldn't be having them because too many people gathered in one place that's going to create a place for transmission of the disease, but it's just inhuman the way they're going to be treating people. And it's not even just by design, it's by necessity. That's the horrible part, because it was avoidable. All of this was avoidable. This could have happened back during Obama's administration with the Ebola. Can you imagine it with Ebola?
Mm.
You know what Trump did? He destroyed he destroyed the setup that Obama created. Obama sent our people over to the Obama break to the sorry. Obama sent our scientists and doctors over to the Ebola breakout and shut that shit down where it happened. Trump could very easily have that set up in place. He could have sent all of our fucking the brunt of our technology and science to China to help shut down coronavirus before it happened, before it broke out. It could have been a footnote. And now this is a entire textbook on its own. This is an entire history book that is being written.
Yeah.
This could have been a paragraph. Why? Because he was racist. Because the pandemic response team had Obama's name on it. So, sorry. Millions have to die now. Vote Trump 2020. Make America great again. Anyway.
Well, because we're like about
Feel
40
free,
minutes.
feel
Go
free to
ahead.
edit that out. Feel free to edit that out.
Oh, no, 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 no. Like I said, I'll keep it. Like I said, I don't mind keeping all this in. As long as you're good with it, man, I'm going to keep it all in, you know?
I'm good.
All
I'm
right,
good.
cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. As long as you're fine with it. So hopefully Target don't come down on you hard.
Let him. Let him. I'll start petitions.
Well, anyway, because this is going on over 40 minutes, man. Can we please end this on a positive note? Is there anything positive that you can say before we end this podcast here? Or I don't know what to call it, but I guess I'll call it a podcast for now. Positively, man. Come on, let's end this at least on a good note.
A 90-year-old woman has I read this earlier. A 90-year-old woman has recovered from coronavirus. So that gives me hope. My grandma's 92. This 90-year-old woman caught coronavirus. She got very sick and she survived. So good for her. I don't know her name. Let's hope more people are able to recover. And yeah,
Well, that's
it's
the
amazing.
oh man, like I said, that's the best way to end it, man. But again, man, I want to thank you for hopping on here with me, man. I definitely appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And
Good
like
hearing from you.
I mean, like I said, this is the first one. I didn't expect it to be so dark, but I mean, you're right, man. But you're right. I mean, I guess I'm changing this into and I want to just put it out there for any of my peoples who are listening to this, and even people out there. Like, if you just want to get some stuff off your chest, I mean, I'll definitely keep this platform open for y'all. So
I appreciate it.
yeah, no problem, man. And yeah, man, you be good, and you be safe, man. But I'm gonna let you go because I also got to get ready because I have another one of these that's supposed to happen about a half an hour. So
All right, all right. Thanks for having me, G.
no problem, man. Thanks for coming
Okay.
on, man.
Keep
Thanks for
doing what
being
you're
the
doing.
first episode.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too.
All right, man. See ya. So yeah, I just quickly want to say I did not expect things to go like it did. I mean, I think I said earlier, I actually planned on this being something a little bit different. But that's okay because that's kind of what I wanted this to be, a place where people can come on here and put out their opinion and basically speak their truth. So, like I said before, the best thing I could tell you is make sure to keep informed. Do your research. Make sure you have all your facts right. Even with this, just do your research. And again, we're all going through it. I am too. You can hear all the difficulties that's happening. So, yeah, I don't really have much to say. I mean, all I can say is I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you got what you needed out of this. And you know, I do have more coming. I do have more planned. I'm actually have another one to do right after this. Hopefully, I haven't heard back from the person yet, but I hope that one gets done. If it does, then you'll see that up next week. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this discussion, and I can't wait to do the next one. So I'll end it by saying keep yourself safe, keep yourself informed, keep your head held high, and I hope through these, I hope I could bring you a sense of levity and just, I know I failed with this one, but still, I hope we could get your minds off of things just for a little bit, or even with this one, have you thinking a little bit more and wanting to go find your own answers. So, anyways, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for checking this out. And I appreciate you. And let me also say, do me a favor, whoever listens to this, please share it. Please like it. Because I truly, truly doubt if you don't share this, if you don't like this, if this doesn't get pushed by y'all, this is just going to be pushed down. So, and of course, this only applies to if you actually like this. And if you don't, thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for being here and listening to me. And yeah, I hope down the line you'll come back and check me out again. Maybe you'll like it better in the future. But for now, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to keep on grinding. And for everyone who stayed to listen to this entire thing, thank you. And I can't wait to bring you another one. So, y'all have a good one. And be safe.